Hello again, everyone. So, going way back now, playing in one of the first towers in the game. Main reason that I'm choosing this one in particular is just because I felt the inclination to play it a few days ago, and now I've optimized the heck out of it. And I'll probably be able to teach you some of what I've learned. So, this tower has a special mechanic. Basically, attack is really hard to get in this tower. There's only 2 or 3 items which can increase it, and enemies, they have really low health, well in some cases, but obviously their defense is scaled so that you're usually only doing single-digit damage to them. So that's the idea here, and as always, I'll go through all of the rooms we'll be covering real quick. I'm not going to be covering the Nexus stage for this one, but there is something fun we'll get to do in the metal room. So first, I'm going to pick my key reservations to show you basically everything we'll be opening here. I'll go through the rooms again, just in case you just want to copy along. Alright, so, first thing, we don't really have much choice but to kill some enemies there. So, basically how the opening of this tower is going to work is we get a choice between defense or keys. And there's going to be a lot of doors which we want to open in the first few floors. So, our first set of levels is going to be keys. And in this case, I'm going to pick my keys such that I can route my way to these heavenly potions and in sometimes attack cards as quickly as possible, because the enemies in this tower don't drop stats of any kind. So that means that the only way to reduce damage is to get these status up items. And that is exactly what we'll be doing. Starting with this here. I believe I will want a blue key to start, and there's some decent damage that we're taking, but nothing too bad. So now we're going to level up a red just so we can go in here. I'm going to open that real quick for 2 blues, and we got a feather, so that's nice. For feathers, I'm going to usually avoid taking them right away. If the enemy does low enough damage, then I'll probably take them. But next up, we're getting our next set of stat up items. So there's this card here and this heavenly here. So that's where I'm going to next. I'm going to avoid battle with these things by going down here. It's sort of painful to take all those hits, but that's the lowest damage way through it. And again, there's really no way to increase our stats at this point in the game. So I'm gonna go around here. I'm picking these 2 because that gives us access to both this section and this section down here. So open that up. Got some more stuff. We've got a bunch of keys on this room for whenever we need them. There's not much to do here right now, I don't think. So next up, we're going into here. I can open up the next room. There's this guy right here. We are going to want to kill this guy eventually. But for now, we still need some more power-ups. And that will come in the form of this card here, this heavenly here, and this heavenly here. So, just sort of picking the path of least resistance through here. I should note that I'm picking my battles purely in terms of damage and not in terms of turns, because a thing about battles here is because they don't give stats, basically if an enemy only does 180 damage, then at most you're only going to be able to reduce 180 damage off of it. But for a 320 damage, if you save that kill for later, you could save over 320 health, if you get my gist. So these Burgeoners are going to take off a modest chunk of our health, which is unfortunate, but such is life, and we need these stat up items, so that's that. So we already got 2 nice power-ups. We're going to level up a red key and get a third. It's a little bit unfortunate to take this damage. Let's check our level ups. Right, okay. So still just sort of continuing as normal. I don't need to spend my levels immediately. Just because... Trying to think about something. Basically, I want to get this deck pretty quickly. It's a bit of pain to get it, but 3 attack is actually worth a lot of health right now. But to get it, I'm going to need to punch this Junior Burgeoner. I'm pretty sure this is probably the most optimal way to go about it. 2 Heavenlies and an attack card. That's 20 defense. And this guy has 15 turns, so that's 280 health saved on this guy through that defense, and probably a few more through turns. But I am sort of considering it, getting that attack deck, just for probably being able to save a turn on this guy and this guy. So you know what? Let's try something. Let's try something a little unique here. So this is a... I'm going off script with this route. So 900. Let's see if this actually saves us anything. If not, then it's not that big a deal. So we get our red key. We're gonna punch these 2, and then we're gonna go down here. And I've removed a turn off of that guy. And yeah, that's pretty modest damage reduction, I'd say. I'm not sure if it's worth it, but it's at least even enough that I'm fine with it. So anyways, we've got a decent amount of stats now. So what is our next target? Well, first I'm going to fill out my key levels some more. Pretty sure that's fine. I think our major goal right now is to just get this, maybe this, and also to fight this guy. I think I might want to actually fight this guy now. It's quite a punchy hit, but what that allows us to do is go in here. And now that we're in here, I'm going to reroute that level up into yellow, I think. Not quite the whole way there, but let's see. Everything's dealing at least a bit of damage, except for the fighters here. Alright, I'm going to take a bit of damage just to, like, punch that and move on with my life. Kill that guy because he's blocking the pathfinding. Alright, so back on track. We're opening down here. And what we're going to want is a red and a violet to get these. Note that going this way and down is worse than going this way and right, because this covers all 3 of these, while this only covers this and that. So now we're going to want a red, and in terms of level ups, I've actually done all the key leveling that's really obligatory to be on a good pace. So now I'm going to get my red keys naturally. And by naturally, I mean just kill a thing for it. So all of our remaining keys we're just going to get by killing the enemy whenever it's opportune. I think we can go ahead and get a blue. Yep, a blue from around here. potentially another blue. I'll have to check. Alright, so we actually will be able to get another yellow from down here. So something like that. It's doing pretty alright if I say so myself. So we're going to try to focus on one more yellow eventually. And actually, pretty sure. Alright. Let's get our yellow from there. And now, just like that, that's looking pretty good. So we've got those items. We're going to need a violet in order to get the really good stuff right over here. And this is the fastest track to doing that. So now, going to pop this, get a level up from there. Kill this for the heavenly. And then just sort of waddle on into here. Trying to think anything in particular I want around here. Not at the moment. Alright, so we're still chilling. I might have taken a bit of damage more than is necessary there, but it's not too big a deal. So now we've got that. So that's a whole bunch more stats, which is just perfect for us. So next up, we're going to need to do some special stuff to resolve the yellow situations around here. Let's kill that guy for that feather. And that guy for that feather. This guy is coming up soon. As soon as we have 190 defense, we can kill this thing. Let's kill you for the blue key. And that for that. Let's grind another level up. Level defense. That's pretty good. Gonna hit that. So, got a red and a yellow. We're gonna want to get into here eventually. Is there anything I want to spend my yellow on in particular right now? Maybe that. Or maybe this. I'm going to hedge my bets with this. Alright. So we're going to have to wait to get our yellow here. We're going to get it from this thing here, I think. Trying to think about what to do next. So in terms of keys, violet for here is going to be our next major thing, I think. As well as a platinum key for here, which if we go and open this red, then we're going to get an attack deck from upstairs. So those are our two major, like, short-term goals. Yeah, I'll go here. Let's see about getting this rather quickly. I'm gonna do that. Get our platinum. There we go. So there's some more stats. That's pretty nice. So we're going to need to kill this guy for the yellow key. No really avoiding it. We can open this, as well as this. So that's pretty dandy. Get some feathers from doing that too. Then that guy does low damage. You can kill that for the feather, and that for the card. Alright, so next up, I think I spent that yellow a bit early, actually. Okay, so let's not go in there. We will, in fact, take the hit from this thing, which is still fine in the grand scheme of things. So we'll do this. We're going to kill this thing. It does a lot of damage, but here's the thing about big damage in this tower. You'll notice that it only has 25 turns. And it has so much health, and we have so little attack, that basically we would need to get 800 defense a very, very long time from now to fully reduce its damage, which basically means that in terms of like short-term value versus long-term value, like getting these keys now is more beneficial to us than trying to wait basically forever to like reduce the damage on this guy. Like, you can basically stall a level up to if we were to get like 17 defense from a level up right now, then 17 times 24, let me pull up my calculator real quick. 17 times 24, it's 408. So yeah, not a lot of damage saved. Let's just kill this guy. So we got a feather for our trouble, and one heavenly from now, or even just one level up from now, we'll be able to kill this thing. So let's go back to what we were doing previously. Open this up. I think I'm going to stall a level just to, yeah, do that. A little bit of damage reduction, pretty nice. Then we can go in here, open this up, and now that we've got our necessary defense, let's kill you. So as you can see, we're doing pretty good at clearing out these rooms. Next up is this. So we want to get a violet for here. And we're actually going to be getting that from this guy. And you're probably thinking, what in the world? That guy does 20k. Like, what are you thinking, buddy? But again, see that? 19 turns. We'd basically be like waiting until the end of the tower to reduce the damage on this thing meaningfully. And the only other way we'd be able to really reduce damage is with attack. And I guess there is a way to do that. And it looks a little something like this. So let's try that out real quick. So 18,955, just a quick comparison. So 2574, let's open up our calculator again. 2574 minus 18,955. So that's a decent amount of damage saved. I'm not sure if it's which orders specifically would probably be better for our intents and purposes. Probably, I think saving turns on this guy is actually the better deal, so I'm going to just stall a level up real quick. Looks something like that. So we reduced a little bit of damage, that's fine. We got our violet finally, so now we can open up here and here. We're gonna get these. So that's a bunch more stats at a really opportune time. Get another defense level. Now I think is a good time to kill this thing. Since 3 attack away, as a reminder, because attack is basically only obtainable through items, that means that hitting a TRT is only really viable if you actually have some sort of short-term like attack gain item to go towards. But right now, as you can see, our options for that are quite limited. But right now, what we're wanting to do here is we're going to try to get into this spot down here. Pretty sure we hold off on getting this thing immediately. I will just futz about and pop some enemies to get a level up. Not sure if there's anything in particular that I should be focusing right now. Should be fine. Yeah, I'll call that good. So now, 0 damage. That's wonderful. I am going to go through here instead. Now, this and this. Okay. So as you can see, that level up just made this guy do 0 damage, so that's nice. So now we have a violet. Trying to think, like, if we open this now, then we need to get 2 violets to open down here. But it also means, does it mean anything? We need a red. Okay, we need a red, and the thing about that red is that we're gonna be getting our red from here. And these guys do a bit of damage, but if we do that, suddenly their damage is a lot less of a nightmare. So, trying to just check real quick if there's anything else we would want. Doesn't immediately seem like it. I think maybe we're good. Yeah, I just really want to double triple check here. Yeah, I think this is our best course of action. So we take a bit of damage from that, which is unfortunate, but such is life. And we go here and we open that up. So that's nice. So next up we need 2 violets. And our next 2 violets are this one and this one. And as you can see, there's quite some strong folks in front of them. But again, not much we can do to really reduce damage. So we're just going to fight our way through. I will try to grind up a level up. Just reduce damage a little bit. So that's nice. So we got 1 violet, and now the other one. Again, slightly unfortunate damage, but it's all for the sake of getting what is effectively 5 attack, 10 defense, and a feather. And all of those stats are going to be really welcome for this next section of the tower. So now, as you can see, we're nearly fully exhausted our major stat up items. There's not going to be that many more, which aren't just guarded by some pretty strong monsters. I think what I want to do is I want to fight these guys. Seems a little bit silly, but yeah, I do think that's what I want to do. So I'm pretty sure there's something I can do to get that Burgeoner all the way down to 0. It might just be stalling another level up, honestly. I will do it, I think. It's not the best, but it just looks a little something like that. Kill some more little dudes. Pretty sure... Alright, that's pretty good. You might notice that I've been pretty deliberate about getting EXP basically as close to the bar as possible. That is because there's basically a trade-off between EXP and health savings in this tower. Our target end level is going to be 61. That's just sort of the number which I've studied and I think is the best for scoring in this tower. But the thing about it is that basically if you have more EXP than is needed to fill up the bar, that EXP is basically wasted. It's going nowhere. So what you can do instead is to basically play a little bit more reserved about, say, when you pick up a feather, in case there's a strong enemy in front of it. If you can waste a level up or something to kill that enemy for cheaper, but still be on pace to basically hit the level up exactly, then you've effectively gotten more than you would otherwise. So now we're going down here. This looks like this. I'm pretty sure there's nothing better to do than this. Just hit that. Alright, so next section. This is where things get a little bit funky. So I believe what I want to do is I want the Heavenly here. So it's a little bit of damage. I fought 3 of the Starfighters, but now you'll see that I cut their damage into 2/3. So now they're doing a lot less damage, which is good, because what we're about to do is fight a lot more of them. These guys are cheap, and the fighters are zeroed, so that's good. So now we've got a blue and a yellow. And we're going to use the yellow right here. And we're going to just get this immediately. You'll see TRT is 9. We are not getting that. We're not reducing that turn basically for a long ever. As for the blue, we're going to spend it in here. I think killing these is alright. I'm pretty sure you can maybe stall a level up to make those cheaper, but we're going to go down here. That guy does a bit of damage, but again, we don't really have any immediate heavenlies or attack ups to reduce its damage. And in return, we're getting 2 attack, 20 defense, and a feather. So that's a pretty good deal. Next up, this guy does a meager 600. Defense level is getting us close to zeroing these guys, but I'm going to ignore that. Basically, our main priority is just get this feather and get this platinum key. And we're going to use the platinum here for 2 more feathers and a violet. We don't really actually need the violet. It'll just be useful in cleanup. But the blues... Actually, I don't think we need the blues either, but the feathers are what we want. And the feathers are necessary to keep us on experience pace for level 61. That said, before we fight this and this, there is a way we can reduce damage by spending that violet there. And now, that's looking pretty good. I think I'm going to try to stall 1 more level up. Just to reduce damage on it a little bit. That should be nice. In fact, that's probably nicer. Getting these right about now is probably worth it. So we kill this. We kill this. Platinum key. Is it actually better to... Hold on. I'm going to rewind before I basically, like, popped all those random enemies. So we killed that. I'm going to go through here, and that heavenly is going to save us a little bit more damage. So I think that's probably the ideal. And then we're going to hit that. There we go. That's a bit more damage reduction. So now, that's still an expensive kill, but again, we're not really reducing these things at anything meaningful for a while, and we do need the experience pace. So, at the very least, reducing a turn off of this guy is nice. So that's why we're doing that. We're going to open down here. So that's 2 feathers, which is very wonderful. I think for now, we're nearing the end game of this tower. And I think all that really involves is just futzing about, basically stalling out level ups, because now we are hitting the point where we have enough experience buffer that we can actually start stalling level ups for certain major kills. Specifically this burgeoner here, this guy along the way, as well as this guy right here. And when we get this feather, we'll be in a pretty good shape. But for now, since you'll notice this guy has 43 turns, so a defense level up is actually saving quite a bit more against this guy. But I think I'm just playing the long game here. I'm pretty sure now that I've got that feather, there's not much else for me to do right now other than just gleefully spend a whole bunch of experience for level ups. I think it's like 40 or something that I want to target. So yeah, just to show you, that's well over 1600 damage of savings. So that's why I'm trying to level that up like that. I think, yeah, so we're about to hit 40. I'm going to time the level up so that I get a defense level right before killing that thing. Let's see. Are you good enough? Yeah, you're good enough. So, hit that, get a heavenly. Hit this, get another heavenly. And I'm pretty sure from my notes about the EXP budget, actually, let me check real quick. I do have a note document. I'm going to go to the nothing scene and just consult my notes real quick. So my route says I can get that at level 41, actually. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. So we don't actually need to do those tiny kills for exactness just yet. We still have plenty of enemies to kill, which are a little bit more viable in terms of giving us experience. So, what will it be? We should be mostly good. I'm gonna kill that real quick just to have the pathfinding be less annoying. Alright, so a few more of these. That's pretty decent. So now it's a bit more damage saved on those. That's damage saved on this. And I could solo level on this guy, but I'm not sure if that's good for the experience budget, so I will go ahead and kill it now. That said, now that I have that feather, I think I'm free to try to stall a level up for as early as level 43 before hitting that the second burgeoner. To talk about what we're going to be doing next, we're basically going to be going through the entirety of this floor right here. It's quite a lot. There's a lot of feathers, a lot of keys, but we do need some keys, and before we get those keys, we're going to need to kill this guy for the platinum key so that we can open up this. And we're not getting this one because, as I've said before, saving 18,000 damage is better than saving 4,000 damage. So that's why I'm doing this like this. And in fact, we can actually save that 4,000 damage. It looks a little something like just hitting another level up. I'm not being super duper optimal about my kills here, but that's not too big a deal. Although I could exchange some of those slashers for fighters just to take 0 damage instead of non-zero damage. So it looks like that. There we go, that's pretty good experience. Alright, so now we're level 43. That guy's as low as 975. There's not much point to killing him earlier. We do want this at this point because that cuts that damage in half, and we are going to be killing quite a few of these guys. So now we're killing through here. I'm going to be fast about killing these enemies instead of stalling a level up because, again, I'm pretty sure the EXP is going to be quite tight. That said, we will be able to just kill a random dude or two to I do want to try to be pretty exact about my experience gain. That's good enough. So, 6232, we'll take it. This guy's down to 252, that's nice as well. There's not much we're doing to reduce these guys' damage, so just take the feather. Now we're going to cut through here. This is a bit experience wasteful, but again, we're on good pace, and it's better than taking 5,000 or whatever damage from this guy. And now, these starfighters are zeroed, so we can cut it right into here, super nice. Get another feather like that. And now we have every feather in the main tower. So that means that our next order of business is just to cash out on experience and try to reduce damage. So that looks a little something like this. Yeah, we're going to eventually hit these things, but only when they're close to 0 damage. We're at 0 damage for the fighters, but close to 0 for the slashers, because we'll need them for a level up. So this is looking good. If the EXP somehow doesn't work out, then I can rewind real quick to change that, but we should hopefully be fine. Gonna pick up some health real quick. Shouldn't be a mistake, hopefully. Like, it's only a mistake if I have to do some major rewind, and then like all the health pickups are like a whole bunch more steps to rewind, but we should be good, I think. Yeah, this looks like pretty good experience. So now I'm going to kill these. They're at 25 damage, but there's no real weak enemies left, so these slashers will have to do. And you'll notice, so we're actually quite well over the experience needed. I wonder if that actually means that I'd be able to, if I rewind real quick. Sorry for the noise. I'm going to just see if that means that I can... actually, I'm not sure if that means I should, like, try to level up for these. Because that's reducing about 800 damage, but it is sacrificing a lot of experience. So I think I will actually just forgo that. I do know that I have a bit of, like, EXP at least compared to where I normally would be, but I'll just let that go. So as you can see, these guys are down to 0 damage. Everything's right in the world. I'm gonna get a key. Or use a key, to be more precise. And we're just going to pick up some stuff. Normally I don't pick up all these items until the end of cleanup, specifically after I've reached the max level, just so that if I ended up being underleveled or overleveled, then I don't waste all my time like opening these. But I'm pretty sure, just because I've played this tower so many times, I do have the necessary experience. This won't be fully optimal play, but it'll definitely be good. So that looks like that. So now this guy's at 490. We're not reducing his damage more than that. So we're just going to kill him now. Right, I forgot something. Check that out. We actually hold on to that violet. I think that's probably another part of why I saved cleanup for the end, is because I forgot that part of it. So, 490, that's pretty good. So now we get this dream drop. That's 5 attack and 5 defense. So that's super nice. And we already got a silver medal just from that alone. But there is something else. So if we press the M key, you'll notice we're face to face with this guy. And it's like 40,000 damage. Are you serious? But look at that experience. Like, that experience is absolutely ludicrous. And that is why, at level 54 with 1852 defense, we kill this guy. 6 level ups. It's as simple as that. We will have to kill a final slasher, it seems. I don't think there's any other small guys to kill. But that's pretty good. And now we can use our key down here. So I think we've got all the experience, or all the health that we needed. That ending health is pretty good. It's definitely not my personal best, but it's good enough. So as you can see, I got over the gold medal by quite a fair margin. My best score, I'll just show you my best score real quick, is that. As unfortunate as it is, I'm pretty sure that you're not able to get a million. It would be nice to basically dunk on this tower, do the full lap, and add a whole significant figure to the the scores thingy here. But it is what it is. And that is Tower D. I will go over some notes in case you're running this tower for the Nexus. I think the main points are you basically just want to hold on to some more of your colored keys. Like, try not to open battle skips and stuff, because keys will be useful at various points in this tower. I think for things like here, and things like maybe these, maybe this. Definitely these. These are why you want your colored keys, and also this. And violets and plats, I think you definitely don't want to spend a violet here as opposed to a red for a Nexus run, because the violets are useful. But you are allowed to spend a violet for the dex. I think that is generally nice. Spending one for the health is also decent, I think. I forget how the violet and plat budget works out exactly. You definitely do not want to spend a plat here if you're running the Nexus. There's places for that plat to go, and you're probably not opening this either. But that will be it for this tower. So I hope that was interesting. See you next time.